Hello, hello. What is going on? Hope you're doing well. Welcome to the Life in Transitions Experts YouTube channel, Facebook group, and podcast. I'm your host, Courtney Rollins with Estate Pro Service, where I help folks make probate and estate planning easier, all while solving challenges that help generate income and wealth, primarily through real estate. Today, we're talking about one of my favorite topics, and that's how to protect your legacy. How to make sure that you have permission to live and the ability to pass away, knowing that your legacy, your family, and everything is secured based on the things that you're doing right now. So let's go right into it. We're going to look at today six very essential documents for to protect your legacy. Now, I must say this disclaimer: I am not an attorney, nor am I a financial advisor. I'm simply here sharing my experience with you as a probate specialist, as someone who's involved in real estate, and someone who's very committed to helping folks think about how important estate planning is. The statistics and numbers are very, very bewildering and sometimes sobering to realize the amount of people who uh, don't have their legacy, their estate plan in place. The amount of people that have wills is rising, but again, you'll hear me say, and you hear a lot of people say, a will is not enough. I am in the probate space so much because that's how I find families and folks who need help having solutions for their property. I either help them buy, I can buy the property for cash, or I can help them sustain it, or I can help them list it to get top dollar. Whatever their issues or needs are, I try to listen and fill those roles. And it's led me to understand how important it is to avoid the probate process. Probate is like a civil lawsuit that you are placing against your family when you pass away if you have not done the proper steps to make sure you don't have to go through probate. So let's take a look at this. All right, six essential documents. One is a durable power of attorney. This is a document or tool that allows someone to have financial um, control or make decisions on your behalf while you're still alive. And you'll notice that many of these documents, a great majority of them, are actually talking about things that take place while you are alive. So this isn't just about when someone passes away, but it's about being alive, being able to make sure that things are in place. So if you're overseas and you're trying to do business in a state or a country, someone having financial or durable power of attorney can be helpful. If Even if you become incapacitated, and we'll talk about some other spaces where that shows up, having a financial power of attorney is super important for financial matters. Health directive. This is also a power of attorney, but for your health. It explains exactly how who can have conversations and about your health when you're incapacitated or passed away, or not passed away, but incapacitated. So having a healthcare power directive is super important. My parents and a lot of us are living longer, and it's a great, awesome thing, and they're going to be here for a very long time. But one of the challenges and effects of just living longer, or really any age, because we're all temporarily able, is there could be health issues. And so when someone, and I've seen and experienced, well, not experienced myself particularly, but I've seen and worked with folks where a parent walks into a hospital, is injured or hurt, and goes in the hospital on Friday, and now because of adult protective services, they're not able to leave the property or leave the hospital over the weekend because something has happened, they've become incapacitated, and now there's no one who can make decisions for them. So making sure you have a health care power of attorney is so important by using health directives. Your living will. This literally states exactly what you want done if you do become incapacitated. So there's clarity and there's respect of your wishes that's put down in a legal document. So again, it goes very well and closely with the health directive, but this allows you prior to anything happening, making sure that it's stated exactly what you want done while you're alive but incapacitated. Very important to have. A last will and testament. I know I wasn't bashing wills earlier when I was saying that a will is not enough, because really it's more of a legal suggestion. The courts don't necessarily have to take the will into effect. Often they do, and they try to respect the well wishes. But the reason a will is so important is because you can name and notify guardians, for your children, and it can help you with those different parts of property that you may not put into a trust. And if you've talked to me or been on this channel anytime, you know that I highly recommend people look into trusts. Trusts aren't just for the Rockefellers or for whoever. Therefore, whatever your last name is, trusts are important tools to use that gives you a bit of asset protection. It also gives you so much flexibility and really allows you to think about what your family values are and to be able to have that shared throughout generations. But having a last will and testament is still very important again because you can name guardians, you can help put out other property that may not be in your trust. But again, it still has to go through the probate process. The will has to be probated. I don't even know if probate is the word, but go through the probate process. All right. And again, my favorite documents, trust, revocable versus irrevocable. Irrevocable means it's very hard or almost impossible to change. Revocable has more flexibility. Check with your financial advisors. Um, they are awesome tools to be able to literally write out your manifesto or your constitution or your family's constitution. And there's so many ways that you can use a trust to not only protect wealth, but even generate wealth, especially when you start aligning those with insurance policies. Very powerful. Great book to read. I just mentioned the Rockefellers. What would the Rockefellers do? The rules of the game are right here. We are almost past the information age into the media community age, and there's really no excuse if you have access to the internet from learning these tools and applying them to your life. You can do it. We can do it. Let's do it. If you need support or help, please reach out because I would love to be a part of your journey. And last but not least is the Health Insurance Portable Accountability Act. This is what people allows people to get access to your information. So have HIPAA authorization. The way it's a little different from the healthcare directive power of attorney is that they get to make decisions. This gives people access to your records that need access. So again, my mom Dukes was up last year. She was going in for a procedure and allowed me to have HIPAA authorization so the doctors can talk to me about her health and her because otherwise it is private and they're going to hopefully protect your privacy based on HIPAA because it's law and it's supposed to protect you. So just think about it. What do you think? What are your next steps? What do you need to do to make sure that you have these in place? A great tool is trust in wills. Now, if I say that now, hopefully it'll be like when you're looking for a car, and all you see is that same type of car. Trust in wills. Hope you'll see that soon. There's a great modern resource that you can use to be able to set up a comprehensive estate plan for very inexpensive cost. I have a special relationship with them and I can offer my discount to you. I don't think I receive anything from besides being able to communicate and connect with you, have that relationship with you. But you'll receive the discount to be able to get all of these done. What's great about them is that they don't allow you just to do, okay, I'm just going to do my will here, do my trust here. No, you take time, and it's a very short amount of time besides the amount of time you may do to think about what do you want your wishes to be or who to be your guardian, things of that nature. Sitting down in front of the computer and filling all this out takes about 45 minutes to an hour. They have vetted estate professionals who are attorneys that can support you, that can help you take your assets that you have, and once you create the trust, actually fund the trust. That means taking the titles and switching them into the trust so that they are protected and that you're protected. It's an awesome tool. Reach out to me if you need support. You want to take advantage of that relationship I have. In fact, here's my information here. Hey, if you want to sit down and chat, I really feel like this is one of my purpose in life that God has given me, and I'm so thankful for it. And so it's been great being able to go and talk to different communities about this in a way that I hope is inexpensive or not expensive for communities because attorneys are awesome. They're worth their weight in gold, but they can sometimes cost their weight in gold. And so I think even though I'm not giving legal advice, sharing my experience allows people to line up and be efficient with their time when they sit down with an attorney or when they use trust and wills and tools like that. So reach out to me, Courtney at estateproservice.com, or go jump on my Calendly. We can talk, we can chat, and yeah, check out my reviews at Estate Pro Service LLC. And other than that, I will talk to you on the next video. This is the Life in Transitions YouTube channel. That's LITE. Let your light shine. Cheers.